Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. And very good afternoon. My name is Dr. Shamsul bin Bahari bin Cik Yusof from Masa University. And today, on behalf of Masa University and our Faculty of Engineering, we are pleasure to have our guest and a speaker today, Dr. Muhammad Sufyan from Uni 10. To share with us about the hybrid composite material. And Dr. Sufyan have a wide experience, industrial and also academic in hybrid composite material and also management. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Dr. Sufyan to come up with his sharing session. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. So my name, as mentioned by Dr. Samsul, my full name is Muhammad Sufyan bin Abu Bakar. I was born in Kuala Lumpur, Gombak Steel actually, and now I was in Unit 10 as a postgraduate fellow research since last year, October 2021. So I was engaged with the IEI, Information and Energy Infrastructure Institute in COE Unit 10, conducting a project for the cross-arm composite structure. And at the same time, I was appointed as an external research fellow in University Pertahanan National Malaysia. Okay, without further ado, I will introduce myself from the beginning of my journey as a engineer to the postgraduate or postdoctoral research fellow. Okay. I don't have any slides for my briefing today or my sharing session today. So anyhow, I just sharing about my experience throughout my experience as a engineer since 2005 until now. Mostly more than 15 years as a engineer. So basically, my earlier education in technical, I was pursuing my technical in Sekolah Menengah Vocational or Technical Vocational in Kajang. I was taking a mechanical and automotive engineering. So then I passed. I further my study in the preparation for the Kyushu Polytechnic University in Japan. But I for the preparation 1 year, but then unfortunately due to the economic recession in 1997, I cannot go there. But I finished my study in Polytechnic in engineering, automotive. So then I finished. Then I continued at the UTMs until 2005. Then in 2005, I joined the Sumitomo Electric Wintex Electrics in Berhad in Shah Alam for about 3 to 4 years as a production and process engineer. Then I continue in my career as a government servant, as a maritime office enforcement officer in Malaysia Maritime Enforcement Agency, or well known as Coast Guard Malaysia or Maritime Malaysia. So since 2008 until 2017, I was designated as various designations or rank in Coast Guard, National Coast Guard. Firstly, I was designated as a Marine Engineer Officer in KM Langkawi or KD Mushtari, ex-KD Mushtari for the Navy Navy vessel. So for that, I was appointed as a marine engineer officer from 2008 until 2011. Then I continue. I was promoted as a XO or executive officer, then to become the commanding officer for the three vessel. One is a petrocraft, high-speed petrocraft, and also uh, logistic, OPV, offshore petrol vessel. So in during that my period, during the command the vessel, I still engaged with the engineering since I was born with the mechanical and automotive engineering side field. So I still my enthusiasm is still in engineering. So even though I was appointed as a command the ship, but my heart and my my point of view is still in engineering. So until 2014, yeah, until 2014, I promoted again as a lieutenant commander, from the lieutenant to lieutenant commander, and designated as a senior or deputy director for the logistic and engineering department for the state of Pahang. And I command, and under my command, or under my responsibility, I have managed 10 vessels, and two of the my review, sorry, my responsible is two logistics vessel, two biggest logistic vessel in maritime Malaysia is KM Langkawi and KM Pekan. So until 2017, 2016, I was continue, and at the same time, I was running my task as a civil servant. But in 2017, I think I need to choose either my career or my prospect as a student. So without any delay, so I takes long journey, or I can say it a very harsh way to make a decision. I choose to continue my study. So I left my career and I continue to my study in PhD under supervision Prof. Safwan Salid in UPM. So from my first degree in UTM, second degree in Master Science Engineering in UPNM, or University Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia, and uh, my PhD in UPM was a same field or same study. It was composites material engineering. So from the first degree, my FIP was our title is was I'm doing a composite engineering, composite material in carbon composite. So in master, still continue, but at the time I was continuing in characterization. But in PhD, I done some advanced research, which is in hybrid synthetics and biocomposite material. So I think that is a introduction of my journey in my study or my career. Mostly, I think that was same with Dr. Samsul or any kind of person which has the enthusiasms in engineering in their what's mind. So there's a little bit about me. So another sites. Actually, I don't have any slide to share, but due to this open sharing session, I would like to sharing or to have discuss with other viewers in this live session whether they have something to ask me or to have a discussion about their career or future career indeed. So I think I go back to Dr. Samsul if he has something to ask.
Dr. Sofian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question here. What is actually your biggest, what you call it, encouragement? What is actually become a reason, the big reason why you are quitting as an officer before and become a PhD holder and pursue your career in the academic line?
Mm, okay. Sincerely, I said my PhD in UPM is my second PhD. Earlier, my PhD was in the TUHS, which is Technische Universität Hamburg in Germany. But I was continuing in 2016. Yeah, in uh, over there. But somehow I don't have any what uh, what to say recognition from my superior. So because the policy of my agency when I doing my further study it was need to relate to what the field of my agency needed. So they have two words for me. Either I continue with the other fields, which is in the maritime study, or uh, my choice study. So I reserve for that. So I come back to Malaysia and immediately I go search for another place to further. Then I found Prof. Sapuan as a prominent scientific or professor, eminence professor. So I decide I think EPM is the best place for me to pursue my study. So another reasons to do that to left my career because I feel that I want some adventures in something not like anybody else. Then I think with the sacrifice for my future, but at the same time I plan for my future in academic. This is most interesting for me. That I think that not many person intended to do that. So I take some challenge, and I think PhD one thing for a big thing for me. Even it will affected my future and also my offspring. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Sofian. And one more question here is, can you share the project which is the most challenging project when what we call it when you are in the line of academic, especially when you deal with a hybrid composite material? What is the biggest project that you can share with a student today? Thank you.
Okay. Actually, when I doing my composite study in PhD with my supervisor, Prof. Saufan, I have proposed my previous study or my last master study in synthetic composites material study, but not in line with the what not the standard. I mean the specialties of my supervisor. So he was advised me to further or to focus on hybrid or natural fiber composite. So upon that, I see that the big issues in composite or material composite study was it was challenge me to fix the influence of the application. Actually, for the synthetic and versus natural biocomposite, they have uh, very big gap in term of application and performance. So from that, I think uh, how I can manage in term of application to apply for the natural composite to be par as a same as a synthetic composite. So that's why I make a decision to make a hybrid between the synthetics and natural biocomposite. And upon that, I feel that the hybrid of natural and synthetic, they will have a bright future uh, for the middle to high performance application. So upon that, first thing first, I need to have a view on the fabrications and also the material characterizations in term to study which is best suits of a natural fiber into the application. So that's is one thing. Another things, I think when I study hybrid, because they have a very vast gaps to fill in between the synthetics and natural fiber. So I think in the future, if we have some capability in terms of the manufacturing technology or advanced technology to combine together within the natural and synthetic, I think Malaysia can be the best center of research because we have vast natural fiber or natural sources in Malaysia or ASEAN, Southeast Asia. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sofyan. We have another question here. So, sir, what is your opinion? Is the advantage if student choose further study in material? Is there high demand in industry for the material student?
Um, yeah. Um, Actually, in my focus area right now, I can say they have very bright future because we cannot stand in one field. I- I- Uh, I think yeah, because right now I was joined together with the UPNM with their projects WIG or wing in ground effects aircraft. So in terms of that, I see that what I'm studying now in the material composite can what channel out in various of what uh, field such as aerospace, uh, thermodynamic, and yeah, mostly in engineering fields. So uh, yeah, I can feel that, and even with the Unit 10, I was conduct in lattice tower as my what forensic study in material. So I found that we can go in depth within the characterizations of a material, within the manufacturing technology. We can discover more about the manufacturing technology, what we do not have here, but we can discover during our study or during our investigation of material. So for myself, I feel that we cannot stand in one side, but we need to have a bright idea or very or bright future for other things as well. So that is my advice for other students.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sopian. This is another question. Sir, which one is a better material if we compare synthetic composite with biocomposite in terms of performance and industrial demand?
Okay, very good question. Actually, they have a long debates and very harsh debates previously between these two components within the natural and also the synthetics. I also have last time, I think last week, I have a discussion with my other fellows within this kind of two type of material. But in terms of study, I think, yeah, as we know, between the synthetic, firstly synthetics and natural composite, they have very big gap. To fulfill this gap, we need to have what I did right now. It is a hybrid material, but to stand alone as a what natural material, to beat synthetic material as in applications or high performance material, I don't think it can stand alone. You need to what to think or to have some idea to hybridize between these two material. So in term to cope of the performance and to cope of the application in various such as a structural application, for sure you need to have this kind of terms hybridizations. So that is my tips.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Dr. Sufyan. And then there's another question here. Uh, could you share the biggest challenge if we want to do a project in biocomposite? Example, as a structure to replace the steel. Is it the biocomposite nowadays able to do so? All right.
This one is a very tough question actually, because until now they have, in my study of my research, I found that the natural fiber. This is my sincere opinion, not as a what a practical of industrial person, but for my point of view is natural fiber can be applied as a, in application, actually, from the low to middle range application. For the middle to high performance application, it need to fill the gaps. Like I say previously, last time, to make like to fill the gap within the hybrid material study. If not, I think it will stand to be like a range of low to middle application only.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sufyan. And one more question is, can we know the biocomposite nowadays is actually the high demand for biocomposite is in which industry? Is it from automotive, construction, or which industry? If Dr. Sufyan can share. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. For my literature review study, I was found that the natural fiber composite was intended to fulfill the industrial in as a domestic usage only, and for the high application like aerospace, none of military can suit on, but for the aerospace it can be, aerospace or automotive, it can sit as a interior component such as dashboard, door, or cushions, something like that. For absorbing component, I think it can it can be good for the what sounds absorptions or installations. Upon that, yeah, it can be various of what range of what they call prospects. Uh, yeah, I think that some limitation that they have on natural composite material. Others, I don't think it can be further unless, like I said, you need to fill the gaps to cope, like a synthetic material to what to be like hybridized with another material.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Sopian. Okay. I think this is the last question that I have right now. Can Dr. Sufyan share with us the biggest difference between synthetic composite and biocomposite, and what is the similarity uh, between synthetic composite and biocomposite, especially on characteristic and also the properties?
Okay, we can like myself, until now I have done the forensic analysis for the composite material of a synthetic glass fiber. And last time during my master study in carbon composite, I can say that the, the ultimate properties for the synthetic composite material or fiber, cannot be beat by the natural. But in term of the absorption capability, like I said just now, I found that it has big influence or big contributions compared to the synthetics. So others, uh, the weakest point of the natural, like we know that it was a lignosolidus material. It absorbs more water compared to the synthetic. That is the biggest challenging to researchers to cope and to settle.
Okay, Dr. Sofian, just now I said the final question, but actually they have another two more question in the comment here. So can I read first question? What is the best hybrid natural fiber and synthetic fiber composite structure, either in hybrid weaving or separately ply hybrid structure for applying on the laminating structure panel composite?
Wow, wow, very long, very long
Yeah.
story. But I can make it short because I have some experience of the structure of the composite, and I have some what question from my fellow research. Uh, they want to cope what the application of synthetics material into the applications such as a lattice tower in cross arm. And indeed, of a synthetic composite material, they still want to adopt the natural fiber to become as a structure, such as in a composite cross arm. But in terms of that, the idea I give uh, to improvise or to study in the future, we can do a various. And my finding right now, I give some idea like hybridize with the PALF, which is a pineapple leaf fiber, or with the synthetic glass fiber, or you can go to with a knaf or bars fiber. They have a top range of tensile and what flexural property. So that is my list of range natural fiber to cope with the synthetics.
All right. So hopefully it's answered the question.
Yeah.
One more question. How the strength the composite material if we apply in automotive part, especially for impact application impact? How strength the composite material if we apply in automotive part, especially for impact application part? Yeah, that's the question.
Okay. Since I said the energy absorptions of a natural fiber is uh, what better from the synthetics, I can say it can what scale out like 1/2 of synthetic. One is a synthetic material, and two is a natural fiber. Uh, yeah, and this was proven by my other research fellow in the Serum Research Center in STV Matampau, which is they are use my knaf fiber and carbon fiber to compare the what the performance of the impact properties. So I think for the application of impact in the automotive, I sure that the composite material can be a suit as applications compared to the synthetic in term to reduce the cost and increase the performance of the impacts properties. Yeah, I think
Right.
I can answer.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sofian. And there's one more question. Maybe the audience know that Dr. Sofian is actually come from what we call it army or navy. Just now it's a navy, right?
Okay,
Right.
I need to fix that. Actually, I was trained by Navy
Okay.
almost more than 1 year. And even though I was living in the KD Mushtari, it's a ex Navy OPV from Navy. So in terms of that, I cannot say I'm a single military, but I was semi-military. You can say like that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I have yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, yeah. The question is actually related to the your previous experience. So the question is, what is the component in wall shape can be implemented for composite material? Maybe you
Yeah, for
have a life experience before, right?
yeah, I sure that there's a lot of the advanced technology now was focused on the lightweight material. So we have composite material which known that the very lightweight compared to metal material, and even if I say like hybrid, hybrid natural or synthetic with synthetic material is the best of the material to use as a daily part in the as or component in military device. Yeah, I sure that is a lot of advanced technology can be applied in composite material focus as natural fiber.
Currently, is there any part in wall shape using a composite material, the
But
structure, internal panel or whatever?
it depends. For interior component, I think yeah, it have some features to have insulations to as a like I said in to apply in automotive in domestic it can be used just only in internal parts component, but for the high performance, it need to fulfill the gaps.
All right. Based on your opinion, what is your opinion about the future of biocomposite in industry? In future.
Yeah. Um, I'm actually I was now I have some interest in quantum physics or in aerospace technology. So they have developed 3D printings in what they call metal 3D printing. They use various of metal component from the powder or the nanomolecule to develop a rigid or solid component. So upon that, I see that the natural biocomposite still have a bright future, but it has a big challenge for the researchers to find out more to apply together with the strongest material like metal. So for my sincere opinion, still need to have a big research in biocomposite instead of to apply as a domestic or interior parts solely.
Right. Right. Thank you, Dr. Supian. Okay. One more question is, instead of biocomposite now, we take it as a substitute for the synthetic composite and also steel. Is there any opportunities for the biocomposite to become what we call it driven for the future industry, like an insulator or the panel insulator? Meaning that in another is there any opportunity for the biocomposite to explore another industry instead of the structure, because now we can see the question is about the strength of the composite and how the composite can replace or substitute the synthetic composite and metal only.
Uh, it depends on the application. Uh, Last time I have discussion with the one of eminent professor in UPM in electrical engineering. He was what give me some idea because of my specialized in material for composite. So he gave me suggestion that in part of electrical conductor or even the PV, what they call solar panel, they have some portions of natural fiber can be adopted as a influence in their efficiencies, such as my colleagues Aladdin, Dr. Aladdin, he was doing the photovoltaics or PV component, and he was used, if I'm not mistaken, kernel fiber. Oh no, sugar palm fiber to increase the efficiency of the heat. Yeah. From that, the photovoltaic PV can increase their performance and what that lengthens their lifetime of during the exposure in the outdoor application. So still they have a still vast application we can introduce, but uh, the main point here, we need more research, more fund to be what apply as a not just only the characterization but to apply throughout the application. What we can achieve now is very limited in Malaysia, but for sure overseas or the European now, they extended their research, not more in the in local. They are go throughout the aerospace. Whatever material they have, they still want to what uh, to to have influence in the application. So the thing is, either we want to fill as a fill the gap in our problem now as a researcher to find out that natural fiber to fill can fill in the industry, or we can leave it like that and nobody want to take care about our natural resources. So I think it can answer it.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Sopian, for the question, and I hope
Yeah.
sorry. Thank you, Dr. Sopian, for the answer, and I hope the answer will answer all the question. All right. Actually, they have another question in comment. If you don't mind, I will read the question. What is the worst problem of hybrid composite material to be commercialized in the Malaysian market? Okay, if I can repeat, what is the worst problem of hybrid composite material to be commercialized in the Malaysian market?
I think that one is a subject to marketing fields. I think even the plain water, they can they can sell throughout uh, the universe or throughout the Malaysia market. So I think if they have some of researchers in technical, they have some other specialty in marketing. I think not hybrid material or natural fiber. I think you can sell plain water throughout the Malaysia or even abroad. The thing is, this question I think need to ask the professional in person in the marketing. No, I cannot answer correctly. Sorry for that.
All right. Okay. As for now, when I
Hello. Hello. Hello there. Oh, very cool.
Dr. Sofian?
Yeah,
Alright, yeah, sorry, just now the internet connection got out. Alright, Dr. Sofian,
yeah.
thank you for your time today. When I look at the WhatsApp, Facebook, and also the comment, I did not see any what we call it another question, and I would like to thanks Dr. Sofian for your time today. All right, and for the audience, we have come to the end part of the presentation. I think we actually already have a very good session, conversation, question and answer with Dr. Sofian from Unit 10 is about 40 minutes. And I would like to thank Dr. Muhammad Sufyan bin Abu Bakar for sharing knowledge today and also his time and his interesting experience with us. And hopefully the sharing session today we build a beneficial audience and motivate all the students who join in the webinar today. And on behalf of Masa University and Faculty of Engineering, we would like to thank you, Dr. Sufyan, and all of the audience who joining us today. And thank you for your time and also your patience. Thank you again, Dr. Sufyan.
Okay, welcome. Thank you, Dr. Samsul.